Today we're going to talk about our predictions for Night of Champions 2023. And today we have JJ as always. We have Brandon here as a special guest. All right, so I'm Javi as always, so let's go. All right, so we're going to go over the match card a little bit, kind of say what our predictions are going to be. The first, we don't know what the exact match card is, so we just mix it up. It doesn't matter. So we have the first match. I have Rhea Ripley versus Natalya for the Smackdown Women's Championship. This is kind of one of those matches that I don't know why it's here. I don't know what you guys think about that one.
I'm in the same boat. Like, I have no idea. I'm like, why Natty? But
yeah, I mean, I guess they need somebody that needs to eat a pin, that can take a pin. That's fine, and that's not going to do something stupid either. Because at least she's a damn good wrestler, regardless of her position in the company right now. Well, she should be a trainer, like I've always said. But anyways, so who do you guys have winning on this one? I don't think we have to go over this because there's not a story. There's nothing here.
No, Rhea's gonna win. She's carrying Raw right now, so she's gonna win.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so far she has had the most pointless championship run, in my opinion. So I'm only saying that because of like the past two, like right now, two competitors that she's had. It's like Selena Vega, yes, amazing that it was for everything that she did for Puerto Rico. And Natty, she is just, like past her prime, I guess. But I don't know, man. I just don't. I don't know how I feel about it. Definitely Rhea's winning. Natty's just there, just like you said, to take the pin, and that's pretty much it. Just to build her title run.
Yeah, Rhea's gonna look good in the whole thing, and Natty's gonna make sure of that too.
Yep.
Because no matter what, I mean, Natty is a lot more experienced than Rhea is, so we know there's not gonna be any big mistakes or any big botches or anything like that. It's gonna be a pretty safe match, probably 7-8 minutes long at the most. But definitely Rhea has to win. There's no ifs or buts about this one. Natty's not from Jeddah. So at least with Selena, there was an excuse. Not with this one. Sorry, Natty.
Selena should have won for one day.
This is her second title defense after one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, Rhea wins.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Next match. I'm actually looking forward to this for the Intercontinental Championship. We have Gunther versus Mustafa Ali.
Bro, Mustafa Ali's chest is about to look like a pack of 80-20 ground beef.
For sure.
I feel like the only reason why Ali was in this match is because of where it's at.
It could be.
Just because it's in Saudi Arabia. But
yeah, it's a good visual.
I would like Ali to win. It would be about time.
What? Over Gunther? Nah, hell no, bro. Gunther's about to fuck him up, honestly.
No, I don't think you're going to ruin Gunther's push to have Ali win. Nah.
The only reason why I think Ali would win is because Gunther would be on the main card or the main title at that point.
Yeah, but I think right now with so many people dealing with it's too crowded up on top right now because you have Roman obviously having those two titles, he's holding those hostage, and then you have Seth and AJ doing their own thing, so we still don't even know what the hell's going to happen there. But I do think that Gunther definitely has to win just because of the prestige of that title. Mm-hmm. Like now that title means something. That title hasn't meant as much. I think the last time it meant that much was when Miz had it for a bit. He had a really good run with the IC title, and I'm not a big fan of Miz's. But his title run was actually pretty decent. He gave it a little bit more credibility because before that, who else had it? You had Ricochet. All right, nobody cared about that. That's like he turned it basically into a 205 Live title. You had Nakamura, which was all right, but they really didn't do anything with him. And before that, I don't even remember who had it before. Oh, and Sami Zayn. That weird run that then they had like 2 titles going on. So I really didn't see anything too crazy with that title. So now it finally is established. Now they finally have somebody that you can kind of like a big monster to kind of chop down. So
Gunther definitely made it more of a spotlight belt now.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. All right. So you have Gunther winning too, right?
Yeah.
Who, me? Yeah, definitely.
All right, cool. All right, awesome. Next match, we have Bianca Belair and Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. This one is when things start getting a little bit interesting, I think.
It's gonna be a good match, honestly. Yeah. I think. Unfortunately, EST is gonna retain, even though I really don't want her to. But I don't see any titles change here, unless it's the tag one.
Of course, you would pick that one.
Well, we're still not there yet, but it's okay.
When are they going to flip the titles back?
I have no idea. They haven't said anything. The brand split means nothing. Might as well just spray paint them just black and call it a day at this point, because they're not doing anything. Yeah.
I feel like this is the only title that's going to change hands.
Okay. All right. I actually
also haven't seen their promos against each other, so I don't know.
Well, there isn't much, and that's one of my biggest issues with WWE right now. They're just focusing on the bloodline. Everything else is just kind of an afterthought, and they're harming themselves too. They're just running. They're just spreading themselves thin because of that. But
how has Asuka been the number one contender?
I think since right before Mania. I mean, she's kept it. Because she lost against Bianca and Rhea. Then she kind of, I guess, kept the number one contendership, I guess. They don't have anybody else. Like, who are they going to put against her? Because everybody else is involved in the whole women's tag team stuff. And then, like, you're not going to just randomly, hey, here's Bayley. At least with Asuka, there's a little bit of a story. There's a reason why they would have a rematch, I guess.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Who do you have, JJ? Who do you have winning?
I got EST.
EST, yeah. I actually have Asuka winning, and kind of a little twist. And I know it may be wishful thinking, but I think that Asuka will beat Bianca by cheating, and then Bianca will turn heel. Which I hope she does.
That will be interesting.
I hope she does. I hope she does, because I think it would make sense. Because then she's like, okay, I'm sick and tired of being the good girl and all this stuff. She needs to put her big girl pants on and just whoop some ass. And that's when we're really going to see what her personality is. Because she did a little bit of it in NXT, but now in the main roster, I mean, much bigger platform. I mean, she can do amazing stuff. And they're even saying that there might even be a Street Profits turn to heel, which I don't know if that would be a good idea, but it would kind of. They're like
I don't know, because I don't think they'll be able to do it as good as the Usos did.
No.
Yeah, I think Montes just
not yet
needs to separate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean they should at some point. The only thing is right now with them, we don't even see what their full potential is. They really haven't reached that next step, because kind of like with the Usos, when they turned heel, they had already won a few titles. They were already kind of in the mix. They'd had a few good matches, but then obviously when they turned heel, that's when they kind of exploded. And that's what we expect from Street Profits, but I don't think they're there yet. I mean, they can still get a little bit more out of their face run, in my opinion, at least.
I agree.
Yeah, but I definitely have Asuka winning on this one.
Yeah, I think she's going to win this one.
Yeah,
it's going to be a dirty victory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be cool. But I would like to see Bianca flip out, just lose it, because we've never seen that. Like, just see her lose it, that would be great. But next match. I know JJ is really looking forward to this one. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar.
Bro, I swear, if Brock don't win, bro, we're gonna shut the page until Cody loses, because right now he's Super Cody.
Next year, WrestleMania 55.
Yeah, bro, he's turning into Roman Reigns.
He's gonna get hurt, win the Rumble, and then face somebody at next Mania.
Okay.
That would be nuts. I will be like, what the fuck?
Well, you were at Raw yesterday, so what how did you see that? How did his reaction feel?
He has some things to say.
So the whole thing with Brock calling somebody out, like, the energy felt like somebody different was coming. And then out stumbles Cody.
Did he get a pop?
Cody? Yeah, he did. Like everybody,
it's 'cause,
loved it. His music didn't even cut. And here was the craziest part: when Brock walked out, I think that was an accident because his music didn't play immediately. He got right to where, from the entrance to the ring or to the ramp to right where the crowd is, there was no music playing, which is weird.
Oh, damn.
And then his music cut midway through his walk to the ring. And I don't think Cody's going to be there on Saturday. Based off of that
sure
Triple
hope
H
not.
interaction. I think Triple H is going to show him.
I don't know.
Triple H is gonna be like, you remember what you did to my chair in AEW? Yeah, Payback's a bitch.
Could be. That's what I was thinking might happen with that. That Triple H is the one behind the whole Brock thing, not Paul Heyman. That would be interesting.
And that's how Paul started the show. Did y'all see? Were you able to see Paul cut the promo?
Yeah, I saw. I saw it, but I don't remember the whole thing because I was like, whatever.
Yeah, Paul said he had nothing to do with it, but that is what happens when you cross paths with Cody Rhodes or with Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
But I don't think Cody's going to make it. But if he does make it, remember, he beat Seth Rollins 3 times with a torn pec. Once with a torn pec, 3 times. He's on a, no pun intended, tear right now because he beat one of the best wrestlers that the WWE has, healthy and not. What if he does that to the most dominant wrestler or entertainer that the WWE's ever seen, and Brock Lesnar? He has a busted arm and he can still beat Brock. If he ends up making it, he's going to win on Saturday.
See, that's interesting, but
just to prove that his story is not done. This whole thing.
Super Cody.
See, and this is what I think may happen. You may actually have him there in the. You may actually have him go against Brock. It may be unsanctioned match or something, because at this point, if they don't clear him, they're going to have to do unsanctioned. But then Cody is going to. Brock is going to break his arm, like obviously storyline, and he's. I think he may be out of even. How do you call it?
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. So then you have him out, and he returns in SummerSlam to go against Brock. That's their rubber match. That's their final match. So that could actually make sense. Plus, you take him out of the whole Money in the Bank picture. So now it's like, okay, he missed another opportunity yet. So to get more sympathy in this case. And plus the fact you have a chance of people actually of gauging if he's really that over or not. Because if he goes away and he comes back and people still love him, well, hey, then you have a superstar there. But if not, if he comes back and people are like, I don't know, well then you might have to change your plans for Mania 40.
To OG Roman Reigns.
The
What?
SummerSlam thing would be interesting.
He's gonna turn to like the first, like whenever Roman Reigns started being a babyface.
No.
That's what he's gonna turn to. Watch. I put
You mean
$25 right now.
What do you mean,
that
like?
he's gonna turn into that.
When Roman
That-
was about to win Money in the Bank?
No, whenever like Roman was like the guy that was being shoved down everybody's throat, like that he's gonna become that. Like Cody's gonna become that, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, he's almost there already, but I do think that there is some goodwill from a lot of people right now towards him for whatever reason. One, he's the guy that actually left and came back, so he's kind of like the prodigal son or whatever. So he came back, and people do have, and he is a much better wrestler than he used to be before he left. I mean, he was out for 5 years. He wrestled in the Indies. He learned how to cut much better promos. He's more serious. He got a stupid neck tattoo. But there's a lot of things that, so I do think that he is great. Now, do I think he should be headlining everything? No, it almost feels forced, and that's my only issue with him. It's like what JJ was saying. It's like shoving it down people's throat. Okay, here's Cody. Like it's like Cena or Roman, and it doesn't work for everybody.
Him to be the next Cena, but it's not gonna work. He's a better heel than a babyface, bro. Realistically,
Yeah, he is.
and like
He's a natural
he
heel.
literally AEW fans are like, I've been seeing that AEW fans are saying like, he's literally doing the same thing that was being done in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The only difference is that at least in AEW, his biggest issue in AEW was that he tried to take himself away from the title picture, which he should have, because he was one of the few credible wrestlers they had, especially at that time, before Punk, before Danielson, before it. So he should have been the champion. Now he's like, oh, he's taking himself away, because honestly, who do you think people care about more? Like real life. Forget about wrestling nerds like us. Do you think people know Cody Rhodes more, or they know Kenny Omega more? Cody Rhodes, without question. Without Cody, that company would have never been anything, in my opinion. He was the one that actually gave it credibility, because yes, you can have, no matter what, and no matter what anybody says, yes, WWE is the number one company, and if you get talent from there, they're automatically stars. Why? Because they've already been to the promised land.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I think that honestly, Cody was important. But I am getting a little sick of him, so I think it would be a cool thing for them to let him cool off for just a little bit. Just a little bit.
This would be the perfect way for him to not be force-fed to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Continue with that fake broken arm thing that they tried to do last night.
No, just do it for real.
Oh, kind of like how Brock did Triple H's arm.
Just do it for real.
Just let him disappear until SummerSlam, and then show up and call out Brock, and let that be the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. Great. Plus, I do like one more thing about that is that we can have Cody then basically against Triple H. He's kind of like the hidden I guess the guy behind everything, going against that authority figure, kind of like the old times to a certain extent. We could all identify with that. So I think that would be a way to kind of humanize Cody, where they're kind of keeping him down, they're pushing him down, they're keeping him from getting to his ultimate goal, which is to go against Roman and finally beat him. So finally, who do you guys have for the match? Brandon, what do you think you got?
Cody, if he shows up.
Okay. So you think Cody, regardless of whatever happens, he's going to win? If he shows up.
If he shows up and he's actually there, he's going to win. Yeah.
All right. You seem a little doubtful there for a bit.
I was getting ready to think
it's a hard one.
But it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
So, Cody.
All right, cool. How about you, JJ?
I have Brock Lesnar.
Oh, I thought you were saying Roman Reigns, and I was like, come on, man.
I was gonna say it, but then I'm like, oh, we're not on that match yet.
Oh God. But anyways, I honestly have Brock winning, just for the excuse so they could have a rubber match at SummerSlam.
It will make sense.
Just for that.
It just makes sense. And then
Plus the fact, plus we know international people love Brock. I mean, he's an attraction. Cody's over, but he's not really an attraction. Brock is. So, I could see that happening.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I got Brock. All right, next match. Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. This is kind of one of those other weird...
Yeah, why? I got Becky Lynch. I don't think we should cover it. We should take like 20 minutes to talk about this match. Realistically, Becky Lynch is going to win. Trish Stratus is a part-timer. It's going to be nostalgia watching her again because literally she looks the same. So, but realistically, I think it will be best for Becky Lynch to win, especially since she is the main person in the Monday Night Raw women's roster.
Well, you have Rhea, though. Even though she's a SmackDown Women's Champion. That's but then again, see, that goes back to what we were talking about. That's confusing. I mean, come on. But, yeah. Who do you have, Brandon?
Becky. It just makes no sense for Trish Stratus to just win this match. But also, Becky cut a really good promo on Monday against Trish.
Yeah.
Really
watch Trish win. Watch Trish win, so then like that they can have another match at SummerSlam.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Three total matches, but Becky.
It's another. Yeah, it's another excuse for them to have another match at SummerSlam, no matter what. Because to be honest with you, who else is going to fight Becky right now? You don't have anybody. Like literally, you don't have anybody unless you throw Rhea at her. You don't want to do that yet.
Yeah, you don't want to put Rhea yet.
Yeah, so it's still kind of early for that. You could just have Becky beat Trish ultimately at SummerSlam and, call it a day. Have her do some other storyline at some point. Build somebody else, because right now they have nobody waiting there to kind of take either Becky or Rhea's place, or at least somebody that can compete at their level. Because everybody else is at SmackDown. They literally clean house.
Yo, SmackDown stacked.
Has everybody.
Bro, the women's division of SmackDown is better than the men's division in Raw, I think.
Well, they got
stacked.
Gunther.
They're stacked. Well, good thing they got Gunther. Because if not, they're done. Gunther and Judgment Day. Done. That's it.
I wanted to say on the Cody segment that apparently, and the Cody and Brock segment, apparently the rumor is that we're going to have potentially Cody versus Gunther at WrestleMania 40. But it's super early, so take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. That means it would make sense if Gunther actually wins that heavyweight championship. I would love to see him win that. It goes right with him. Looks old timey, just like he does. So I think it'd be.
He will be great, bro. Come on, man. He's ready.
He's super ready. Brushing and grooming and stuff. It's gonna start,
Yeah, you have to.
start doing your eyeliner or something like that. What's going on, bro? What's up with that?
All right, go, bro.
Anyways, you're the one taking time. But anyways, I have. But hey, real quick, I have Trish winning for the same reason, just so they can have a match at SummerSlam. All right, the next match we have Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. This is where it starts getting interesting.
Whoa.
What?
You don't introduce Roman Reigns like that, bro. The way that you introduce him. Let me make a proper introduction. The tribal chief, the head of the table.
Oh, God.
The guy that's about to break 1,000 days with the WWE Universal Undisputed Champion. Roman Reigns. There we go. And Solo Sikoa.
You done?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, cool. So,
come on, man. Anyway. Proper introduction. Come on.
But you didn't acknowledge him.
I acknowledge you, my tribal chief. Yes, my
I think
tribal
you're
chief.
going to go there, but that's fine. But anyways, yeah, so this match is kind of interesting. I think Sami and KO, regardless win or lose, they're more of an accessory in the whole match because it's more really about the whole bloodline situation. Sami and KO are
outside
just there.
Outside of KO and Sami,
Yeah, because at this point, I mean, it almost seems like why are they even wrestling each other? I think it's just to continue their whole storyline.
Realistically, why the fuck do they still have both titles? But hey,
for the same reason Roman has two titles.
No,
they haven't found a way to separate them.
Not really, because they have the new World Heavyweight Champion on Raw. So that's past the reason.
Well, they had to beat. They had the. Yeah, at some point they have to, and then give Raw
Just
whatever.
make the Bloodline title. I mean the Ultimate Tribal Chief title.
With Chili Peppers too, on it.
Yeah, with Chili Peppers. Yep. On the sides.
No, man. But yeah, so what do you think, Brandon? Where do you think? Where do you see this heading?
This is more about Roman, Solo, and the Usos than anything else. This is all about them. Like you said, Kevin and Sami are just an accessory to this, but Kevin and Sami ultimately win. The crowd loves Sami too much, and that's the reason why they're over right now. And it's all because of what he did with the Bloodline.
Yeah, so, makes sense.
Kevin and Sami won.
Really?
Who do you have, JJ?
I think I'm gonna have Roman and Solo winning.
Shocker.
Hear me out. Besides being a fan, but what's gonna happen is they're gonna win, and then Roman is gonna rub it in their face on Jay and Jimmy. So then Jay and Jimmy are gonna have a tag match with Roman and Solo at SummerSlam, and then yes, we're probably gonna go another pay-per-view with Roman defending the World Heavyweight Champion or whatever you want to call it, and then Jay and Jimmy are gonna win and beat Roman and Solo at SummerSlam.
Okay, could happen. Yeah. Could happen. I kind of have the inverse of that, which is basically we have Sami and KO winning, but because of the Usos, they actually end up losing the same way what happened in SmackDown, where you had Sami and the Usos attack Sami and
like
and
out of
KO,
nowhere.
and then Roman didn't want that. So it could be the same thing where they go in to interrupt, and because of them, they either get DQ'd or they lose the match because the Usos went in, and then Roman's really pissed at them. Then Roman's really going to unleash on them.
But the thing is, like like this been going on for a while, but apparently like the biggest match that's going to be a SummerSlam is going to be Roman and Solo versus the Usos. At least that's what's rumored, and I think that can actually happen. To be honest with you, instead of having, I think it's too soon for you to have Roman versus Solo or Roman versus Jimmy or Roman versus Jay, because ultimately I think what's going to do is going to be a full circle, and we're going to have Roman versus Jay to end it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which could be the case. And now the thing is that the thing that I don't see about, I really wouldn't want KO and Sami to lose the titles yet, because I want them to just go away, right? Do something different with the titles, go with the Street Profits, go with whomever, because if you take away the titles from them, then what? Then you literally just eliminated one other potential storyline or one potential match at SummerSlam that you could have had easily for the titles, or at least for one of the titles. Well, then you have Roman and Solo could still face the Usos at SummerSlam, and it could still be the main event, regardless of the circumstances, regardless if they have the title or not. That doesn't matter. It's more about the whole bloodline thing more than anything else.
To us, it doesn't matter, but I think it will add a cherry on top to the regular wrestling viewer.
I don't know.
If it was for the belts?
Yeah, if it was for the belts. I don't know, but we'll find out on Saturday.
There's no, like, inkling or, like, information or anything pertaining to Roman's next opponent. Like, there's nothing.
Correct. Yeah, there's nothing at all.
Because what's the next pay-per-view? Money in the Bank. Next month.
Which is in London.
For real?
Supposedly he's showing up, but they didn't say for what.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and that's the men's.
He's going to be there to win the Money in the Bank, and then he cashes in on himself. He cashes in on the World Heavyweight Champion, and then he has 5 titles at that point.
Bro, watch next year. He's going to revive the 24/7 title. He's going to bring it just for the hell of it, just because.
Fuck it, because I can, and I'm the GOAT.
And the hardcore title.
Yeah, that's true. It's like that picture I sent you yesterday, even with the Divas title, everything. Like he has everything.
Everything, just put
The
everything
purple
on
ECW
there, bro.
title.
I mean, it gets sold. Hey, if it gets sold, put the 205 Live title. I'm bringing that John back. UK also.
The Brahma Bull.
Ooh, that one was good. They never used it though. That would have been a great one, really good one. But anyways, yeah. So just to recap, so Brandon and I have KO and Sami, and JJ has Roman Reigns and Solo. All right, so it should be pretty interesting. And the last match of the night, which I'm not sure if that's going to be the main event or not, but it should be for the World Heavyweight Championship. We have Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. And I know that everybody's saying the favorite's Seth Rollins, but I don't know what you guys think about that.
I think AJ's gonna win.
Yeah,
I think
AJ
it will give him more
wins.
prestige.
Okay.
AJ wins all because of the Marvel information.
Yeah, because he's gonna be a Marvel. I mean, but I, honestly, like it's gonna be a great match. I think
In-ring,
it's
it's gonna be amazing.
Potentially a 5-star match. I'm predicting right now. It's gonna suck because if it's not a 5-star match, then we're just gonna be let down. We may say that if it doesn't reach 5 stars, we may say it was the biggest disappointment of the year.
The thing is, it's really going to be really
In-ring.
hard to get to that standard, though. We're already almost setting the match up for failure to a certain extent. It's kind of like when AJ went against Nakamura, which we're like, oh yeah, they've fought each other in Japan a bunch of times, and all of a sudden they go here, and you're like, that was it.
What's going on?
Yeah,
This wasn't 45 minutes. This was
That was
like 10.
WWE's fault, though.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
They didn't let him do a thing. Now, when you had AJ against Bryan, that was a clinic. The 2 matches they had, those were clinics.
Yeah.
Like if you want to watch pro wrestling, that is
Realistically, anything
one of the
with
best
Daniel
matches you can-
Bryan and AJ Styles is really good. Like, I was gonna bring up some matches, but then y'all were gonna get mad.
going to bring up Roman Reigns.
I was
Oh
gonna,
my God! Good God!
I was doing that on purpose. I'm fucking with you guys.
AJ and Seth are two of the most talented wrestlers in
In WWE right now, yeah.
History. Period.
Oh yeah.
What?
for sure.
Over DB? Nah.
No, I've said that they're two of the most talented. That's what Brandon said. It's agreeing to it.
So I think AJ Styles is gonna win. Mainly, yeah, like Brandon said, because of that Captain America thing, information that came out that apparently Seth Rollins is in the movie. He's gonna be, I think, one of the villains or something like that. King Cobra, whoever that guy is. Sorry, but so then yeah, he's kind of probably like a low level villain or whatever. So then yeah, man. But realistically, I think AJ Styles is gonna put more prestige to it than Seth Rollins, because the last time that Seth Rollins had the Universal title or WWE champion, I think it was the Universal, right?
Yeah,
Whenever he
the
won,
red
or
one.
the
The red
WWE.
one. Didn't he have the red one?
Well, whenever he beat Brock and Roman, whenever he cashed in, that was the WWE, right?
That was the WWE one, yeah. But,
So,
but
like,
after that, he won the Universal one. If I'm not mistaken.
Correct. Which that lasted very little.
Yeah, he was a
got hurt.
transitional
Yeah.
champion that whole time.
So like on the WWE champion, a lot of people you know what I mean, like thought that he was kind of like the chicken shit heel at that time. Don't get me wrong, great in ring. He was just getting better on promos and things like that, but he had the authority right behind him. You know what I mean? But AJ Styles, he had a really good run with the WWE champion whenever he had it.
And lost him.
I'm gonna go with AJ. Yeah.
He was pretty dominant considering that, you know, he's not that big or anything like that. He had a really damn good run. And I like that he was wrestling all the time. Probably had more title defenses in 1 month that Roman Reigns had his whole run, but that's okay.
Here we go.
It's true. But I like Roman too, but come on, man. He's got to show up. Do something. He's like LeBron, comparing him to Jordan, I guess. But anyways. But yeah, but I honestly, I think that AJ... This one's kind of tough because I was almost all in on Seth, but I do think they're giving him a little bit too much emphasis.
Yeah.
So even forgetting about even with the whole Marvel thing, but they're like doing his whole story, doing the sit down interviews, doing all this stuff. They're kind of making it a little bit too obvious. Yeah. And you know the WWE always likes to go with the swerve last minute.
Yep.
So I think it may happen, kind of like what happened in WrestleMania. They're doing all the Cody stuff, and guess who won? Roman Reigns yet again. So when they did it with Drew, same thing yet again. He almost choked. Look at him. He almost choked. That's okay.
Anyways. So yeah, man, I think the main event is gonna be this, but who knows? Maybe the main event will be the tag match. But realistically, it should be this. But I think because of what's gonna happen, the continuation of the bloodline stuff, it has to. Like, you know what I mean? It will be kind of weird that they just put the tag match in the middle of the pay-per-view. But who knows? Maybe it opens.
What if it opens exactly?
Yeah, maybe it opens and then you just... But, yo, like, to be honest with you, so then you will have to have something to top off whatever happens in that tag match. Because it will be too big of a needle movement.
Watch, going to be Brock and Cody closing the show.
Can you imagine? And then Cody just comes out here with his little arm sling.
2 arm slings.
It's like, I'm here. And then he's just walking like this. And then he trips over air.
He did that on Monday. He started limping for some reason.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, what? He hit your arm, not your legs.
Wasn't that last year when they got like stranded in Saudi Arabia, or was it?
No, that was like 3-4 years ago, because Luke Harper was there.
Wow,
that's what I remember.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was messed up. That was super messed up, bro. You get stranded there. No, yeah. We ain't in Kansas anymore. So
definitely not.
No,
definitely not.
Yeah. All right. So then I'm definitely I'm going with AJ, like I said. So I think we're all kind of on the same track here. So if Seth wins, it'll be a
senor.
big surprise. But let's see. All right, guys.
What happens? What happens with the belt?
What do you mean?
AJ's on SmackDown.
He'll probably end up going to Raw.
Yo, you imagine that that AJ just takes it to SmackDown?
And
Maybe.
Roman goes to Raw.
No, Roman stays on SmackDown, but then they just AJ just goes back and forth.
And then Roman cashes in on.
You imagine? It would be the dumbest shit ever. But it's like, yo, at this point, I don't expect anything less from WWE because it's just so inconsistent.
2 weeks later, well, I'm gonna introduce another belt here. Let you another belt for SmackDown for Raw and.
Yo, I thought I muted myself for the first one, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Whoever's viewing, they're gonna be like, "Yo, what?" Wow.
I think without sound, it was actually funnier.
They may have a panic attack like me after that one.
No, don't.
Cut it out.
So yeah.
This dude.
But anyways, man, go ahead, bro. Take it away.
All right. So as always, just remember to like and subscribe. Peace.